What's up, America? Neil here from Geauga Firearms Academy. Thanks for watching. Today we're going to talk about Phase 4 training. Now that's just the brand and the name that I give my training program. I'm going to walk you through the process right now. Now I'm not one to reinvent the wheel here. All I'm simply doing is compartmentalizing training into 4 phases. Because some students come to me who have never fired a gun before, and some have extensive training. So we have to find a system that we can put them into, a program rather, that I can take a student and progress them through. Now, no training is ever finished, in my opinion. You always want to push yourself and see how far can you take it, how good can you be, always looking to improve. So that's one of the things that is important in this, is that there is no technical finish, but there are sections. So let's talk about the first section. So Phase 1. Phase 1 is the fundamentals, okay? And I don't care how many awards someone's gotten or how world-renowned they are or what their skill level is. There's no surpassing the fundamentals. There's just a mastery of the fundamentals, like building a house. You have to have a strong foundation, and no matter how good they are, they're simply improving on those foundations. Sure, there's methods and techniques that can help them depending on what they're trying to accomplish, and that's the whole part of training, but the foundation is the fundamentals, and that cannot be overlooked. Fundamentals being aiming, trigger control, hold control, breath control, follow through, all the important fundamentals to actually shooting a pistol and marksmanship. Phase 2. Phase 2 is actually taking a weapon system and deploying it from concealment. For most of my students, we're talking about people who want to protect themselves and their family and are going to have a firearm for self-defense. And so taking that weapon system from a concealed position, getting it out efficiently is a big deal. If you've never drawn from your holster before, I don't care how good you shoot at a piece of paper at the range, that means 0 in real life, in the reality of self-defense. So that's Phase 2, the simple matter of actually breaking down the draw, getting it out and on target, onto your threat as soon as you possibly can. Phase 3. Now Phase 3 is simply taking Phase 1, the fundamentals, Phase 2, deployment of that weapon system, and now adding combat accuracy. What is combat accuracy? Simply put, 6 to 8 inches center mass. So getting that weapon system from concealment and putting effective rounds towards your threat. Phase 4. So Phase 4 is simply taking Phase 1, 2, and 3 and putting them all together with the progression of speed. Now you notice speed is the last part. Speed will naturally come as you get more efficient of getting that weapon system out, finding that front sight, working that trigger, getting that combat accuracy. As you do that more and more times, and you get smoother and smoother and smoother, speed will naturally come. When you start to rush, when you start to try to add too much speed, that's when the system falls apart. And the biggest issue that I see in training is that people want to get to that super fast draw immediately. And by doing that, you're actually doing more harm than good, because you're creating a bunch of bad habits, and you're literally going slower than if we actually stopped and did the process efficiently with the least amount of movements, but getting effectively on range. So that's the biggest thing I see in the last phase. And again, this is a never-ending cycle of training. I think if you watch any of my videos, I've preached on it many times about the importance of actually obtaining training from competent instructors, whether it's me or somebody else. But this is the process that I see. This is the program that I put together that allows me to break things up where it's easier, whatever level you're at, to kind of take it in manageable portions and understand what we're trying to accomplish. So hopefully that helps. As always, if you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I always appreciate that. If you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe. You'll get notified when these come out. I try to put out as many high-quality videos as I can. Until next time, remember, it's always better to be judged by 12 than carried by 6.